Good morning, Wall Street winners. It is Tuesday, July the 30th, and today is going to be a busy day, particularly after market close. So what we have coming up today is earnings from AMD and Microsoft, as well as Stryker and Stanley Black & W. But the two big ones today in the tech space, which could really hold the NASDAQ at its current level or cause it to potentially drop off further than it did last week, are AMD and Microsoft. So we're looking for some positive growth earnings, good revenue, but also a positive story in terms of their continued future forecast and direction for the remainder of the year in 2024. We had SoFI report this morning, and SoFI came out with better than expected earnings, so they beat estimates. If we scroll up and just start from the bottom today, looking at the banks, what we can see here is that we're primarily in the green with the banks. We've got SoFi, which is now positive to the tune of 24 cents, so up almost 3.3% this morning, which is a huge bounce for SoFi, coming off of some good growth in terms of market share in their core business, as well as positive earnings and revenue. So this is a stock that will, in my opinion, continue to be profitable and come out with great quarterly results for the remainder of the year, and should climb north of $8, maybe even into the $9 range. We're getting a nice little bump today after earnings release. If we continue to look at the chart, we can see the big names like Goldman and Morgan both in the green. Schwab coming back a little bit, but not recovering from what it declined yesterday. And then as we continue to move forward into tech, we can see that we've got a fair bit of green on the screen in tech. And we'll see how that adapts and changes after market today. I anticipate that the day may be somewhat flat, but the earnings from Microsoft should be very positive. And I think the AMD earnings should be positive as well. So we should see a lift across the board in our semiconductors, as well as the tech space. So as we scroll up, we've got Meta up, Microsoft is up slightly, Google was up slightly, came back a little bit yesterday from the declines that it had last week. We've also got Apple up slightly. Apple releases on Thursday. And then CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is taking a bit of a hit this morning, down $9. It had been recovering, but it looks like it's dropping back down into the low 250s, maybe into the high 240s. We should see a bit of a bump, I think, for Micron as well as TSM. TSM having good results last week. Carried by a positive AMD report, if that comes out today. Crude is just getting kicked in the butt. Crude is down in the low 75s. I expect it'll probably hover in that range today. But those stocks that have returned good results, and we've got two coming out later this week, and that's Exxon and Chevron on Friday. If they report good results, I think we're still going to see an uptick in the oil refining stocks. I'm staying away from transports, don't see a lot of excitement there. And then tomorrow, in conjunction with the tech companies announcing, we also have Humana, and it looks like Humana's up pre-market. That really doesn't mean anything because it can move $8 or $10 pre-market. And it's not reflective of how it opens, but it is set to open positive there, and we'll see what those earnings come out with tomorrow. Not doing much in retail right now. We're waiting for retail stocks to start reporting in a couple of weeks, but that's where we are today. So good luck with your trades today, and I hope you're liking these videos. Please hit a like and a subscribe to the channel if you're getting some value from the information I'm